clocks look like this one. Let's see if we can name the parts. The part that has the numbers on it is called the face of the clock. The pointers on the clock are called hands. The shorter hand tells the hours, and the longer hand tells the minutes. Without hands on a clock, you couldn't tell what time it is. Let's pretend that a clock had only an hour hand. To what number is the hand pointing? What hour is it? It's 1 o'clock. To what number is the hand pointing? What hour is it? 2 o'clock. What hour is it? 3 o'clock. What hour is it? 9 o'clock. What hour is it? 7 o'clock. What hour is it? 5 o'clock. What hour is it? 11 o'clock. What hour is it? 12 o'clock. What hour is it? 8 o'clock. What hour is it? 2 o'clock. What hour is it? 10 o'clock. What hour is it? 6 o'clock. What hour is it now? The hour hand is between the 1 and the 2, so we know that it is sometime between 1 and 2 o'clock. It is now between what hours? 2 and 3. It is now between what hours? 7 and 8. It is now between what hours? 10 and 11. You now know how to read the hour hand on a clock. Why does a clock have to have a minute hand? We have learned how to use the hour hand to find the hour. What time is it? It is between what hours? It's between 2 and 3 o'clock. But without a minute hand, can you tell how many minutes it is after 2 o'clock? Even if you take a very close look at the hour hand and the numbers, can you tell how many minutes it is after 2 o'clock? The hour hand can tell you only the hour. It cannot tell you the minutes. You must add a minute hand to a clock if you wish to know exactly how many minutes it is after the hour. When the minute hand is at 12, it is exactly the hour. It is 3 o'clock. There are 60 minutes in an hour, so most clocks have 60 little marks around its face. When the minute hand is pointing at the 6, it is 30 minutes after the hour, or it is 3:30. What time is it? It is 6 o'clock. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 6 o'clock, or 6:30. What time is it? It is 9 o'clock. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:30. time is it? It is 30 minutes after 5 o'clock, or 5:30. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 4 o'clock, or 4:30. What time is it? It is now 30 minutes after 10 o'clock, or 10:30. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 7 o'clock, or 7:30. What time is it? It is 12 o'clock. It takes 15 minutes for the minute hand to move from the 12 to the 3. It is 15 minutes after 12 o'clock, or 12:15. It takes another 15 minutes for the minute hand to move from the 3 to the 6. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 12 o'clock, or 12:30. It takes another 15 minutes for the minute hand to move from the 6 to the 9. What time is it? It is 45 minutes after 12 o'clock, or 12:45. It takes another 15 minutes for the minute hand to move from the 9 to the 12. What time is it? It is 1 o'clock. What time is it? It is 15 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:15. What time is it? It is 45 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:45. What time is it? It is 15 minutes after 5 o'clock, or 5:15. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 5 o'clock, or 5:30. What time is it? It is 15 minutes after 7 o'clock, or 7:15. What time is it? It is 45 minutes after 7 o'clock, or 7:45. What time is it? It is 15 minutes after 3 o'clock, or 3:15. What time is it? It is 45 minutes after 4 o'clock, or 4:45. What time is it? It is 45 minutes after 10 o'clock, or 10:45. What time is it? It is 15 minutes after 2 o'clock, or 2:15. What time is it? It is 30 minutes after 2 o'clock, or 2:30. Let's take the hour hand and the minute hand off our clock and take a good look at the face of the clock. There are 60 minutes in an hour. Most clocks have 60 little marks around its face. There are 5 minutes between each hour number. There are 5 minutes between the hour numbers of 12 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and so on around the face of the clock. It is 5 minutes after 12 o'clock. It is 10 minutes after 12 o'clock, or 12:10. It is 15 minutes after 12 o'clock, or 12:15. It is how many minutes after 1 o'clock? It is 20 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:20. What time is it? It is 35 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:35. What time is it? It is 50 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:50. It is how many minutes after 2 o'clock? It is 45 minutes after 2 o'clock, or 2:45. It is how many minutes after 3 o'clock? It is 55 minutes after 3 o'clock, or 3:55. It is how many minutes after 10 o'clock? It's 25 minutes after 10 o'clock, or 10:25. It is how many minutes after 7 o'clock? It is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, or 7:20. It is how many minutes after 9 o'clock? It is 10 minutes after 9 o'clock, or 9:10. It is how many minutes after 11 o'clock? It is 15 minutes after 11 o'clock, or 11:15. It is how many minutes after 4 o'clock? It is 50 minutes after 4 o'clock, or 4:50. It is how many minutes after 3 o'clock? It is 35 minutes after 3 o'clock, or 3:35. There are 5 minutes between each hour number on a clock face. What time is it? It is 10 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:10. It is how many minutes after 1 o'clock? It is 7 minutes after 1 o'clock. It is how many minutes after 1 o'clock? It is 12 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:12. It is how many minutes after 1 o'clock? It is 21 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:21. What time is it? It is 33 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:33. What time is it? It is 47 minutes after 1 o'clock, or 1:47. It is how many minutes after 5 o'clock? It is 2 minutes after 5 o'clock. What time is it? It is 16 minutes after 5 o'clock, or 5:16. It is how many minutes after 10 o'clock? It is 9 minutes after 10 o'clock. What time is it? It is 39 minutes after 10 o'clock, or 10:39. What time is it? It is 3 minutes after 3 o'clock. What time is it? It is 10 minutes after 10 o'clock, or 10:10. What time is it? It is 28 minutes after 11 o'clock, or 11:28. What time is it? It is 13 minutes after 2 o'clock, or 2:13. Clocks come in many sizes and shapes. What is different about the faces on these clocks? This travel clock doesn't show all the hour numbers. It shows only the 12, 3, 6, and 9. You do not need the hour numbers on a clock to read time. What time is it? What time is it? It is 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, or it is 8:10. Some clock faces have no hour numbers. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. What time is it? It is 25 minutes after 11 o'clock, or it is 11:25. Some clock faces do not have hour numbers or marks where the hour numbers usually are placed. This clock has marks where the hour numbers of 3, 6, 9, and 12 usually are placed. You have to use your memory for the other hour numbers. What time is it? It is 50 minutes after 2 o'clock, or it is 2:50. This modern clock face has no hour numbers or marks. What time is it? It is 3 o'clock. What time is it now? It is now 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, or it is 9:20. Some clocks have Roman numerals. Even if you couldn't read Roman numerals, you could still tell what time it is. What time is it? It is 4 o'clock. What time is it? It is 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. What time is it? It is 5 o'clock. See how many different clock faces you can find in books and magazines so you can practice reading time.